games. I'm a winner.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not about you, it's about the team. And a lot of times parents make it about them.
They make it
and
about
the kid.
them. When the kid ain't even complaining. Because
Kid be happy.
The kid,
He's
a lot of
happy.
times a kid don't
Man, the
complain.
kids
Nah,
be happy,
he
man.
happy. But
It be the parents walking
it's the
around
parents.
mad as fuck.
and then outside.
Wrong with them jab it, try not to crash. Yeah, it ain't an option, ain't coming in last. If you feeling lucky, then come with a bag. Family gon' beat them, then feed them. Just us cut them out, we don't need them.
All right, we're back with another Purple Table Talk. I'm Ronnie Dry.
KJ Ishmael.
I'm Dell.
And today we are talking to Mr. Dell Coates. First, I like to say, I'm gonna give you a flower before we even get into the interview. I love what you're doing in the community. I love to see that you are a person that hasn't per se like got too big and didn't want to get back to the community. So I love what you're doing with the AAU. I love what you're doing with transitioning your life to where it is now. We're going to get more into detail about what's going on and the steps that you've taken to do that. But first, my first question to you is, who is Dell Coates?
How much time you got for me to explain?
We got enough.
I'm a father.
Okay.
I'm a husband.
Okay.
I'm a coach. I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
I'm a lead student advocate. I'm a community youth director. I'm an ex-promoter. I'm a man of God.
So with that being said, and I'm asking you, who is Dell Coates? Tell me, who is the cocky kind?
Who was?
Who was? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Who was?
That was a young adult with big dreams of being more than what my environment had to offer.
Okay.
So I think that name, that title, that's really who I am, who I was, who
Okay.
all in one. That's not really like something that I had to portray because
Yeah.
I wake up like that. Like I wear that on my sleeve
Gotcha.
every day.
It's not something that's fake, or it's nothing that's
Nah.
you trying to. It ain't something that you're trying to do. That's who you are.
Yeah. It was that's just me, my character, my attitude. I believe in myself more than the average person probably does. I feel like I could reach a star if I needed to. So that's who he is and who he was.
Gotcha. So I know you have transitioned from, like you say, you listed all the things that you currently do. Let's talk about a little bit of like how it started. How did you? I don't want to say even got into just promo, but just where did all those things that you listed and all the things that you got involved in, where did it start? When did you feel like this is day one of me and my journey of being an entrepreneur, being a basketball coach? What was that? What were those steps like?
It was pretty organic.
Okay.
I didn't really have a plan or a set out schedule. It never happened like that for me. It was just like a feeling and a thought, and then I just went with it. You know, everything I pretty much did from everything I named, it was really like a feeling, like a gut feeling, like I could do this. Like, let me prove it to myself. And everything I pretty much done, like, had some sort of success to it, anything I've ever done. So I always had the mentality that if I wanted it, then I could get it.
And make it happen.
I could make it happen.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So that was in any field that I did. I had the same mentality.
So let's start with global. Let's start with the basketball.
Okay.
Let's talk from day one. You as yourself being, I haven't seen it for myself, but I've seen on Facebook some of the times you playing one-on-one with some people, and some of the times you played, I'm gonna go back to the first time I seen you. You probably don't remember this, but I'm gonna tell you the first time. I was coaching at West Orange. You and some former players came inside the gym with Coach Jones. At the time, we were scrimmaging. I guess y'all came in to scrimmage, and amongst the players, when you walked in the gym, it was almost like they had seen, I don't want to say Kobe Bryant, but I could tell that you had held a high regard to them. So when they saw you come in, they were like, damn, Dale coming into play. And automatically when I seen, I said, oh, he could hoop. This for real. So let's talk about that journey from being a high school kid, becoming a player. I don't know the journey to that part of what made you decide to, start the AAU team, start to focus your life into basketball, and then, transition to other things.
From high school, I had a pretty good name from playing
Okay.
ball. I did. I achieved some goals.
Let me ask you a question, and this is a question that I've been wanting to ask you. Who was better, you or Melo, in high school?
You gotta ask me that.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. I heard stories. I've seen Melo play, and I've seen you play. I always want to say I never got a chance to ask Melo who was better, but of course y'all athletes, so you're always gonna say who was better. But
Nah, I think truth be told, he'll tell the truth.
Okay.
He couldn't compete with me.
Okay.
Not when it came to that. Melo, he was all right. He
Okay.
was cool, but there's levels to it.
I got you. You're on a different level.
Yeah.
We got to
yeah.
get Melo on here. We got to get Melo on here.
You got. I mean, when you ask a question about high school, you can go
Yeah.
like straight to like max preps.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
can pull up stats.
Yeah.
So like Final Four, all that.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't never really.
Okay.
You know, it's different.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can continue with the AAU part. How you
Yeah.
got into
So
that?
I from high school played a little college ball, whatever.
Okay.
It fell short. I had started having kids, stuff like
Gotcha.
that, whatever. And then I fell into promoting fell on me. I never
Okay.
really it was never really like my intent.
Yeah.
It was just like I got inspired from like older cats that was promoting.
Gotcha.
Pat Nix,
Yep.
Willie Fisher,
Yep.
like me and Pat's son was real cool.
Okay.
So I used to go to Pat's house and I was
You seeing everything.
seeing
the
how
GOAT.
he was living. I'm
The
like,
GOAT.
I wanna live like
Yeah.
that. So Pat, he had JJ Whispers.
Yep.
And me and Dante used to go to the club at like 9:00 and open the club and be there until everybody got there.
Yeah.
So we just had all like, I just seen all that and I'm like, man, I'm finna be a promoter.
Yeah.
And then it just took off from there. So I always loved basketball, but once I didn't make it where I thought I should make it,
Yeah.
I lost the love for it because it's like, I know I'm better than these cats that I'm watching, but I don't have the opportunities that they had. I never had training, never played AAU.
Wow.
Never, like, it was just raw talent.
Wow.
My dad didn't have the connects like that.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It was a
So
different time. It was a
it's
different time.
and you know what I'm saying? So it was just going to the park or playing high school and I did a little college, like I said. So I wanted to provide different opportunities for my kids. My son grew up wanting to do everything that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
But I was more resourceful. I knew a lot of more people from the promoting world.
Using your connects.
I was using my connects, and then from people who saw me play ball, they like kind of like vouched for me, like good dude, can hoop, whatever. So from the club to who I knew from basketball, I'm like, man, I could use my resources and build me a team. Didn't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I remember me and bro having conversations. He like, man, I'm finna start this. And I'm like, well, I'm finna start this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we talking and man, I'm talking about we having conversations about having our own stadiums and gyms and like we talking crazy. But to everybody else it'll be crazy. But like years later, we right here with our own organization.
Yeah. And probably two of the biggest
from
basketball to football, probably the biggest.
For sure. So that's how it happened, man. And I tried to keep a grade level of whatever, like my son, my youngest son, whatever grade he was in, I kept his grade level. And my big boy, I kept his grade level. And just get him opportunities, you know what I'm saying? And that's how we here today.
I know one time I seen you post something on Facebook about, the older generation and the newer generation. What do you think is the biggest disconnect between this new generation and the old generation? I can consider myself older because I'm 40s, and I would say somebody that would be in their 20s or 18. And for me, I don't feel like a disconnect because I work with kids, so I don't feel like a disconnect there. But I can see where some adults that's 50 or a little bit older, there's some type of disconnect. Why do you think it's such a big disconnect?
Just respecting that times are different. Respecting that it's changed. Like if you older, you want to kind of stay on the same principles that you were raised on.
Exactly.
But principles have changed.
Yeah.
Rules have changed. Technology is here.
Yeah.
You can't. You gotta meet a kid where they at. They growing up a lot faster than we grew up. No matter how street you were, it's way more streeter.
Yeah.
No matter how fast you thought you were, it's way faster. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you're not growing with the times or having kids keep you connected with the times, you're lost. So we connected because we deal with kids. So you can ask them, man, what y'all listening to right now? And they can give you a playlist. But just imagine somebody that don't have kids around them, they still thinking that they whatever.
They're so out of the loop.
They lost. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You'll also be lost if you're not willing to budge a little bit to just let them be them. Like whatever you say is cool. Just know how to tune. I don't like listening to NBA YoungBoy. I can't. It
Me
makes my
either.
head hurt. But if my kids like it,
Yeah.
I don't take them away from it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. But I'm also lecture you on certain things that young boy into that we just not into.
Yeah.
But that's not gonna take away the music. Like, go ahead, listen to music.
Yeah,
You might be listening to it for the beat. You might
Yeah.
be listening like anything. But some older people, like, they don't know how to gauge it.
And I think too, a lot of times is that they're so stuck in their ways of this is how I was raised and how things should be. And like you
That's
said,
the problem.
it leans on back to what you said. Like these kids are different, so you got to accept it as different. It's nothing wrong or right. It's just they different. And as soon as you try to give some type of friction, that's when the kid don't. I don't want to say lock into you, but he ain't like, bro, you on that.
They're gonna rebel, bro.
Rebel. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
rebel. They're gonna rebel.
Yeah.
They're gonna rebel.
They're
And I
gonna
think the
rebel.
biggest thing is as being leaders, you have to be able to understand who you're dealing with and
Sure.
know the background of what they've been through. And a lot of times you don't want to be that old head that, oh, you should do it this way or that way. Nah, bro, do what you do, but here's the rules and principles of how you should live. Or if I hate to say it, but if you hustling, man, don't do it X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? Do it this way. Yeah, that's your lifestyle, and I might not agree with it, but I'm also trying to give you game and give you some guidance because maybe that little bit of guidance might alter something you might be doing in the streets. And a lot of times, the younger generation don't have that because the older generation like, bro, y'all just too wild. I just can't. And a lot of times it ain't even that. It's just every generation has that. Where when I was younger, we was doing stuff that my parents were like, bro, y'all tripping, and I'm looking at these young kids like, boy, y'all wilding.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like you said, they grow up fast and the times are different. I know you and KJ have a good relationship. Tell me a little bit about how that started and why is it such a good blend for y'all? Because when I look at y'all, I just be like, bro, like I know his story, I know a little bit of your story, and I'm just like, bro, you can't. The city really don't appreciate what they have until ultimately y'all leave or go somewhere else or something to happen to something. And they'll be like, damn, man, I remember when we had KJ. I remember when we had Dell doing the basketball. I remember when KJ was a part of the Jazz. You know, just give me a little bit of backstory about how y'all relationship is come to this day right now.
Bro has always been like a supporter of mine before I really knew who he was. He was already, and you know, like the saying, like opposites attract.
Yeah.
Like we come from two different worlds.
Okay.
Per se. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like we got so much in common.
Wow.
It's almost scary.
Wow.
To where like I can tell you his thought process without him saying something. And he could do the same for me.
Wow.
Like, bro wouldn't do that. Oh yeah, bro do that.
Okay.
But it's like that.
Wow.
So with us, like his background and my background, it might be a little different.
Yeah.
But the way we react to certain things that we like,
Yeah.
things like if I don't like you 9 times out of 10, bro probably
like
ain't gonna like you because we think the same.
Dang,
it's
bro.
like our hearts are the
crazy.
same.
That shit crazy.
It's like that, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like that, bro. And you know, bro, we got a lot in common. Birthdays,
Okay.
like a lot of stuff. It's just,
Gotcha.
and most importantly, like how we care for our community is the exact same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So we can definitely like relate on a whole different level. And I think that from back then, from when I was like knee deep in doing clubs and stuff,
Yeah.
to even now, the journey we've always like growed together. You know what I'm saying? So
You can speak on a little bit, KJ, our relationship.
It's pretty much what he said.
Okay.
I always, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I was always a Cocky Khan fan. Straight up. Cocky Khan walk in the club, boy, you know.
He got the juice.
Oh man.
Hey, to this day, it's still the same
It's
way.
still the same. So, you know, I might be in my section.
Yeah.
But he might be in the section right next to me. We don't really know each other like
Yeah.
that. But, you know, I'm
Mutual respect.
I'm like, this dude here. You know what I'm saying? So I might see him at the men's club or something. Boy,
Yeah.
I seen you the other night. Boy, you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, you know, after a while we start rapping and
Yeah.
you know, once we start like hitting each other up, or he might, hey bro, I got this going on, come out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna come out, support it or
Yeah.
whatever. And then over the years, you know, he got older, I got
Yeah.
older, so we stopped, like, we weren't really seeing it because he, you know, he was still doing the promoting, but I kind of fell back from the
Yeah.
club scene like that.
Yeah.
So, like, once we locked in, you know what I'm saying, it was just a lot that we found out about each other that
was
we didn't
common.
know. Like, I didn't know his birthday was like a day before mine.
Oh,
a
wow.
day out, I think a day after mine or something like
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both of us left-handed.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we both love the kids.
Yeah.
You know, and then we started doing, you know, I started doing the football thing.
Yeah.
And like he said, he hit me up. Like, man, what you think about the basketball? I'm like, do it. He was like, yeah, I was gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it, you
man.
know, and then like us doing that,
Yeah.
that even like
Brought it closer.
brought us closer to
Yeah.
now. You know, we went from talking like every other month or something like that. Now we on the phone every day for hours and
Yeah.
hours. Like,
Brainstorming, chopping it
bro,
up.
we
Yeah.
should do this and do that, and you know what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's how we came up with the water day thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's talk about a little bit about the water day. This I guess this is the second annual water day that they had. The first one was at
H2O
this one was at
Aquatic.
Aquatica. All right. So how did you guys come up with that idea and just be like, you know what, we're gonna take a whole bunch of kids? Give me just a little bit of backstory how that developed. Either one of y'all, it don't matter.
We was did what we originally we were talking about like a book bag giveaway or something like that.
Okay.
Do something for the summer, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know who said it first. It's either me or him. And I think bro said, man, we should do something different. Like, you know, we both giving back.
Yeah.
You know, he said, but we need to let's take the kids somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm like, bro, what about H2O? He like, bet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anything like that, it don't matter.
Yeah.
I could have said Japan.
Yeah.
He was gonna say bet.
You
You know
gonna
what
be
I'm
with
saying? So we got on the phone. We did the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, we called Kiva, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kiva,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Shout out to
She a
Kiva.
real
You
one,
know,
man.
she
Oh,
was
man.
on it.
Yeah.
And we at first, cause he was just taking like the basketball kids or
Yeah.
whatever, and we were just taking a couple boys from the football team. It wasn't even supposed to be that big. We
Yeah.
didn't expect it to be no more than
This
50.
the first one.
This the first
The
one.
first one, yeah.
We was expecting like 50, 60 kids.
Yeah.
Man, that day of, like 2 or 3 days before, everybody went to calling.
Yeah.
It went from like, I think we went from like 21 kids that we had signed up to like 80. He had like 50 or 60 on
Wow.
his end.
Yeah.
It ended up being like 150 kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like that. So we looking at each other like when we getting out there, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
He like, bro, we done started something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, I think right now is like that's the move for the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And it from not to cut you off, but
Yeah.
from you know, bro from Winter Garden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on center.
Yeah.
I never been to Winter Garden and hung out nowhere. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And bro probably you know, he a promoter, so he done
Yeah.
been on our side, but our kids really don't know each other like
True.
that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was more of a, okay, we're gonna have fun, you know, take them out to have fun, but it's like bringing two hoods together
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the kids, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, and getting everybody, you know, like they out there hanging out. They probably never met each other before, but
Sure.
they hanging out versus what's going on right now. If you from over here, you from over here. I don't
True.
like you because I don't know you.
Yeah, true.
So we trying to get, you know, stop all that bullshit
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Dell, like I was talking earlier about the transition. You talked about being from a promoter, you know, you basketball coach. Now, how now? I don't even know what your role is in the church, but I do see that you are a little bit more heavily influenced in it. Talk a little bit about, you know, that process of transitioning from promoter to no longer doing that. Because when I saw it, I was like, because the way you dropped it was like, I ain't promoting no more. Then I'm going this, and then now it's this. So it was like for me. I'm always a fan of growth and seeing men, especially just, you know, grow, because a lot of trauma that we deal with sometimes hold us back from taking that next step up and growth. So just talk a little bit about that transition from, you know, no longer being at Beecham and then going into this next phase of your life.
It was something that it's been going on
Okay.
for years. I had a good way of like hiding it.
Mastering it, yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I would say probably since my pops passed,
Okay.
it was something that was like tugging on me since like 2017.
Wow.
And I knew that it was time for me to do something different, not knowing what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
But I knew that it was time for me to go in a different direction when it became strictly business and it wasn't fun for me anymore. Because it used to, I done had my years to where it's like I'm having fun.
Yeah.
But from that point up until current, it became strictly business, like strictly numbers, watching the clock. All right, I'll holler, boom, boom, boom. So I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I knew that he was working behind the scenes because certain stuff that I was into, I wasn't into it no more. I didn't care about the girls. I didn't care about the staying overnights. I didn't care about none of that no more. And that used to be my life.
Wow.
So, and I mastered that life.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So for me to be like, it's a bitter taste for me. I don't want it no more. And I used to have talks with him and let him know, like, man, I'm about to get married. I'm about to get married, bro. Out the blue. Man, I'm about to get married, bro. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Hey, clubbing, like, I'm probably finna. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm probably finna. And then he just started aligning it for me to where I started getting opportunities presented to me, but I had to let this go. But this is what I prayed for.
Wow.
I prayed to be able to live the same life that I live, but not in the club. I prayed for that. That was at least a year and a half of prayer. Like, just I don't want to do this no more. And I started getting it, like, in the clubs. I started getting agitated. I'm still making good money.
Yeah.
But I could have did at least 10 more years of this.
Wow.
Easy. I had no reason to leave. I had no reason to leave Beach.
Yeah.
I had no reason. But it's like when he got that plan set for you, he kind of like irritates you a little bit, like make you uncomfortable. And that's what he did for me. So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna leave this alone, how am I gonna feed my family?
Wow. I'm pretty sure making that transition of having that stability.
Oh man.
To go into what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And then God make it he aligned it for you. Had to been a feeling like, man.
So it's so crazy. Like when I talk to my homies and I talk to anybody about it, I heard him clear as I hear your voice.
Wow.
And all he told me was to just trust him. So, and I know it sounds very cliche, but I promise you, I heard his voice telling me to trust him. So I'm like, all right, cool. A couple of weeks later, I get an opportunity presented to me for me to leave the club, for them to take my salary from the club, but I just need to leave the club alone. So I'm thinking it's cap, like,
nah,
like, especially a church.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what do I have to do? Do what you're doing now. Just handle the kids. That's what you like to do. Do what you do.
Wow.
Like, all right, bet. So like, how realistic is this? Like, how realistic is it for you to leave the club? So I'm like, man, I don't even know. I'm scared. At this moment, I'm scared. Because if I leave this and this doesn't work, I just gave up a yearly salary that I know for sure
is there.
I don't have to do anything but show up. Leave this to go here. So,
to the unknown.
To the unknown. Prayed about it. Got presented it. It was for real. Put my 2 weeks in. I'm here. I go here. I take on this job. This is what I love to do. I love youth development.
Yeah.
Dealing with youth, building events.
Yeah.
Motivating advocate work. That's what I love to do.
Yeah.
But that's not where the money at. Like the most work he'll tell you, you know this, like you don't get paid to have a good heart with the kids. It don't work like that.
But it does.
But what happens is once you align yourself, is doors start opening up.
They do.
They start opening up that you couldn't just walk through if you was this type of person.
You're right.
So my resume went from, hey, I'm the promoter of Beecham, good to meet you, to hey, I'm the youth director of the Kingdom Church.
Wow.
On behalf of the Kingdom Church, here's my card, my email. Hit me up if you have any questions.
Wow.
So I got that job. So once I got that job, I got a call for another job. So okay, what is this job?
Yeah.
Student advocate. Would you be interested? Yes, I would be interested. Like, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
Same thing you're doing now. Okay, what will my hours be? You create your hours. So now it's overflow. You know, they talk about overflow.
Yeah.
So now it's overflow. It's not, okay, I met my quota, what I needed to take care of my family and live a comfortable life. Now it's overflow by doing the same thing that I'm loving to do.
Wow.
So you can pay me to go in the club and be a promoter. I would never post a flyer. You know, but you got it. It's steps.
Yeah.
It's steps. You know, that's not just saying that anybody is just going to be able to.
Yeah.
This is years of just being obedient.
Yeah.
and just making wiser decisions, because I haven't always made the best decisions.
Of course. It's growth.
But it's growth, man, you know, and I'm thankful for it, because if I had not been a listener and been obedient, then I wouldn't be here. If I was still standing on, like I talked to the owner and he told me, he said, I know you going to go to the next level.
Owner of Beecham.
Yeah,
Okay.
he told me. Shout out to John. He told me, he said, I know when you leave here, you're going to the next level for sure.
Wow.
And I'm scared. I'm shedding tears talking to him, telling him like,
wow,
I'm scared to leave. I don't know what I'm about to do. He's like, I know you about to go to the next level. I see it. He said, I feel like I'm in your way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Well, if we could take a break, well, we had to take a break off for that one.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, man. So me and him just talked for the
Wow.
for the first time since then. We just talked maybe like a week and a half ago, and I'm like, man, I just really want to thank you, because he's like a father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, he had my back, bro. He had my back. So he's like, man, I told you, like, I knew it was gonna happen like this. I'm like, bro, I'm just so thankful for you to just be able to just get out of my way and let me walk that walk.
Because he could have gave some resistance.
Oh man.
He could have.
At that time, it's like he could have said anything, and it probably could have tricked me. I don't know, but I'm doing that, and then I'm doing my weeklies with Mello. Mello having events every week, and I'm at least on a small scale. I'm at least just dealing with Mello. I'm probably turning down about $5 to $10 grand a month. That's no cap.
No, I believe it.
Just all I got to do is just show up for him. That's all I got to do. And it goes from that to, bro, I can't do it. I'm done. So he tells me, I respect your decision, bro. I'm with whatever you with.
And a lot of times in them situations, you'll have people in your circle that will say, man, you tripping. You doing the,
Oh, no.
man, how could you? You know what I mean? And those things, if you are somebody that's influenced by that could have easily deterred you to block your blessing.
For sure.
And God sometimes do that. He'll put things to test you to see how strong your faith is for him.
For sure.
And if you don't have the faith, you won't get the blessing.
For sure.
Man, that's powerful.
Yeah,
and
sure.
I think people, when they see this interview and they hear that, they're gonna take different things from it. And I think the biggest thing is that you gotta believe in you. And if you don't believe in you, you're not gonna get to the next level. If you didn't bet on yourself, you would have not got to the next level. Yeah, you was in a transition, but ultimately you could have, just like we just talked about, you could have easily been like, nah, I'm uncomfortable. I got a family. I got to make sure they good. This is security. I know I'm getting this. If I need to make 10 to 5,000, I can go make it with Mello. I'm weekly with Beecham, and my little one-offs I do, whatever.
So then when you go from faith, then you align yourself with your purpose.
Yep.
And then after purpose goes destination. So once you know what you're here for and you know what you're doing it for, you know you have a destination to reach. You know this. You feel what I'm saying? And destination ain't always growing of old age.
Yeah.
I mean, you could fulfill your destination in 30, 40 years, whatever,
Yeah.
10, 20 years, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. Like I'm not here to live 100 years.
Yeah.
You feel me? I want to be able to, it's for my kids.
Yeah.
I bring them to interviews for them to know, like,
Yeah.
when you 21, 22, whatever, you're going to know how to conduct yourself in
Yeah.
an interview. So once I reach that destination to where it's over, now it's a new faith partner. Now it's a new purpose. Now it's a new destination. And that's what I'm all about. So,
That's powerful.
yeah, for sure.
Whew. Man.
For sure.
I'm gonna say this. I could feel, like your boss was saying, John. I feel like there's a next step for you. I don't know what that is, but your energy. When you walked in the room, it was an energy.
For sure.
And it was a. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but I know, like John said, it's definitely gonna be something that's bigger than us here right now. What are some things that you, I guess, want to transition into next? I mean, the list that you named earlier was several different things. Like, what's next for you? Like, what's the next big thing, or what's your next project, or what's something that you lean into?
Whatever he got a line for me, bro. Whatever he got a line. I'm a bad planner. I'm a bad planner. If I tell you, me and KJ, hey, bro, 3 months ago, we like, hey, bro, we about to do this water day. It's going to be yeah.
Yeah.
We got that water day done the last week.
Wow.
Literally.
Out of 3 months. We had 3 months to do it. But how we think alike,
Yeah.
no matter what, we're going to get it done.
It's gonna happen.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with me,
Faith.
I'm a super faith. Oh my God,
Yeah.
you feel me? So for me, I don't want to plan. Of course, I'm gonna make sure my family is gonna
Yeah,
be
of course.
secured. That type of planning I do. But when it comes to me, I just want to be in shape to when the game comes.
You ready to
I'm
perform?
ready. I don't want to make no plans. You know what I'm saying? I want him to just use me however he want to use
Wow.
me, because I've learned that when I lean on what he got,
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I pray for what I don't see,
Mm.
not right here.
Yeah.
Hey man, just align what I don't see. Whatever you got, just align it right, and let me be able to walk in it, and I'm straight.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Whew. I know we this conversation has been deep. We're gonna dial it back just a little bit, which is good though. It's good for people to understand your journey and know where you
For
came
sure.
from. A lot of times we have different guests on here. We talk about youth sports, the good and the bad. What do you think are some things that have really like hurt youth sports as a whole? We see it on a different perspective from football. You see it from a different perspective for basketball. I know AAU is a big thing that a lot of people or parents, even in the professional sector, they might feel like AAU is watering down college or watering down the NBA or whatever the case may be. What do you see the biggest drawbacks from youth sports? What's some things that you feel like needs to be changed in it?
Changed. Parents making it more about them
Okay,
than their kid.
big, yep,
That's a big thing. I think parents sometimes don't understand that sports teaches your kids a lot of life lessons that you can't normally
give
get.
them,
So all right, I use my son for instance. I got friends that they have AAU programs,
yeah,
and I may let him go with one or two,
yeah,
but I won't let him hop from team to team to team
okay,
to team to team, because that's teaching you how not to stick with something even if it get rough. You feel what I'm saying? So, okay, Wayne, my boy, powerhouse,
yep,
Wayne Foreman got one of the best teams around.
yeah,
If he ever needs my son, he got
you
him,
got them,
because I know me and Wayne speaking the same language.
gotcha,
You feel what I'm saying?
gotcha. Same
But
message,
yeah, but
different speaker.
Dad, can I play with such and such? They gotta nah. Let's just get in the lab and work. I'd
Yeah,
rather you do that. So I think on that side, on the negative side, that parents live through their kids through the sports, and sometimes these parents not real with their kids. If your kids suck, he suck.
Dang, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's another way to say it.
like some of these parents, like they'll be out there on the one-on-one drills,
yeah,
and they'll be killing it. You know what I'm saying? And then they get around some competitive athletes.
yep,
It's like, where he at? So I use my son.
Yeah.
KJ see my son, boy, I see boy got an arm on him, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, KJ, what you got? Nah, Dell, I ain't gonna throw him in that fight like that. Hey,
Keeping it real.
but look,
Yeah.
That's my partner.
that's
Yeah.
my
I
boy.
gotta keep
So
it real.
I'd rather you tell me that,
Yeah.
because I know what I gotta do. Okay, if he gotta play D2 this year to get right, whatever.
Get him
hey,
right.
He's 10.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are we saying? They ain't giving out 10-year-old
Yeah.
scholarships.
true.
So, okay, KJ say he need a little work. He finna get his butt in there, get a
some
little work.
work.
I know my child, I know his mental got to catch up with his physical.
Gotcha.
So his mental is he want to be the best. He going to try it no matter what. But mental gets exhausting over time. You got to be physically ready. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we're going to do both. But some of these parents will come at you and, why my son ain't play, why he ain't finished the game?
Yeah,
We won the game. Why my son ain't, baby, your son ain't fourth quarter ready. But I'm the bad guy. You feel what I'm saying? So I'd rather you just go and take your son over to running where they
Yeah.
got a little more opportunity,
Yeah.
because I like to win games. I'm a winner.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not about you; it's about the team. And a lot of times, parents make it about them.
They make
and,
it
and
about
the kid.
them. When the kid ain't even complaining. Because he
Kid be happy.
And the kid.
He's
a lot of
happy.
times, a kid don't complain.
Man, the kid be happy,
he
man.
happy. But
It be the parents walking
It's the
around mad as
parents.
fuck.
and then outside of that, like on the good side, it's creating more opportunity. These kids going places off of what we doing.
Yeah.
What creating. More people are seeing these kids because we getting footage.
Yeah.
They going places they never been.
Yeah.
Some of these kids ain't left their city limits, but come with us.
Yeah,
We'll take you some places.
Yeah.
It ain't even got to be sports oriented.
yeah.
Let me show you what Disney look like, bro. Let me show you what these themes park look like, because your
Wow.
parent might not ever take you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good and a bad.
good. Yeah, wow. While we on sports, and I think this is a question for good for all of us, because it's a lot of different generations. I'm gonna say I'm the oldest. This is just one of those conversations that's barbershop sports talk. Um, MJ or Kobe?
Kobe.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Jordan too. Why Kobe?
Mentality. Mentality different. I mean,
His mentality wasn't different from Jordan.
Jordan had a great mentality, but Kobe was just a little. Kobe, it's just something about the name Kobe.
He's just a Kobe fanatic.
It's just
That's
something about
My
the
all.
boy
name.
say just
It's
something
just
about
a,
the
It's
name.
just
It's
something
it's,
about the
Kobe.
name.
it's just a Kobe
I'm not
fanatic.
taking anything from Jordan.
It sound like you are though.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
I
It
say
sound like
this.
you are.
Jordan is the greatest player to ever touch a basketball. We know this. To me, I'm just saying to me.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant is the greatest athlete that I've ever seen. Ups, down, side to side, play the game. That's my
He
opinion.
still all the Michael Jordan moves, man.
No, he didn't steal them. He didn't steal them. He perfected them times two. He perfected the moves. He
Here's my
perfected the
take.
moves.
Here's my take. My eyes, right? My eyes of watching. I go off my eyes. I watch what Jordan did in his career, and I watch what Kobe did.
Mm-hmm.
When you say the mentality, we talking about a athlete that in the fourth quarter, your team is up by 10.
Mm-hmm.
The other team is praying. They could pray and hope that they gonna win that game, but they know if Jordan get the ball, it's a more than 9 out of 10 they about to lose. I don't feel like Kobe had that same aura about him. Was he a great? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel like the aura, the energy he gave was like Michael Jordan. Player for player, I think they're kind of the same. Like you say, Jordan had moves, Kobe made them, perfected them, or made them like 2 times better. But I just feel like we'll never see another Jordan. I think we could see another Kobe.
Everybody in this room is older than me.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Got you.
I get it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm just
Your eyes.
my eyes is Kobe. My
Wow.
eyes. My dad was a Jordan man.
Yeah.
My dad was all day Jordan. Okay, cool. But Kobe, man, it was 82 points in one game in the third quarter.
Hey.
It's ridiculous to me.
I ain't older than you.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
When you talking about? You a day older than me.
Well, you go.
No, man.
Yes, you is.
I'm a day younger than you.
When your birthday 24.
Yeah.
You a day older than me.
Damn.
Thank you.
I thought you was 25.
Nope. So look. So I just feel like it's Kobe. Oh, LeBron or Kobe? Who you going with?
Kobe.
Kobe?
Yeah.
So we agree on that. Do we agree on
Yeah,
that?
I'm definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Well, I don't care about being number 2 to Jordan. As
Okay.
long as I'm
I
not
like
number
Kobe.
2 to LeBron.
I just don't like nobody better than Jordan.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
My thing with LeBron is like, it's just the way he wins his championships. That's my issue. That's my only issue with him. Probably the best athlete we've probably seen in a long time.
Yeah.
But it's just the way you go about trying to win. True enough, you write your own narrative. You made your own story. You created how you wanted it. You made your big decision to go to Miami. You decided to do however you want to do it, and you won there, won with the Lakers. But it's just the way. To me, it's not. It's respectable, but it's not what I'm accustomed to seeing. I'm used to seeing Jordan grinding out with Bill Walton, Luke Longley, Steve Kerr, Jed Bushler, people that you probably like. You looking like who? Yeah. But he won with them.
Well, LeBron was like, he's a great thinker.
Okay.
He's a great thinker, but I'm a smooth player.
Okay.
You got to have a crossover. You got to have a in and out.
No.
LeBron don't have moves. He thinks his way
True.
through. He's one of the greatest thinkers
True.
that we've ever seen in the game. But as far as like moves, hey, clear it out. I got him one-on-one. Like, let me kill him. That's the kind of player that I like.
Okay.
And that's Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going ahead and we're going to wrap it up. Thank you.
For sure.
I think this was probably we don't have some wild interviews. Some depth. We don't have some informative. We don't have some comedy, some things to laugh at. But I think this one hit a little home a little different, just because it's the perspective of seeing somebody transition from I ain't even gonna say Z. We just gonna say you in the middle. Let's say you at J.
Yes, sir.
JK. And I think you got a long way to go. And like I said, I'm giving your flowers because I seen the promo videos, I seen the young cocky kind to now you growing into a man that's flourishing.
Yes, sir.
And got a different journey. And like I said, it's gonna be bigger than probably what we ready for. And then when it happens, we gonna say we knew it was gonna happen.
Sure. Thank you.